Hey, 49ers fans. We are diving into an intense week in the NFL, and there is so much to unpack for San Francisco as we head into the final stretch of the season. The past few games have set the stage for a dramatic finish, and the playoff picture is shaping up in ways that could impact the Niners in some surprising ways. After last night's Monday Night Football, the Los Angeles Rams fell to the Atlanta Falcons, which has really shaken things up across the NFC West. Atlanta, a team that has flown under the radar much of the season, showed exactly why they deserve attention. Their offense, powered by Kirk Cousins, has been clicking at the right moments, and players like Bijan Robinson have been nothing short of spectacular. Robinson, who has consistently been in the conversation for Offensive Player of the Year, continues to impress with his versatility, vision, and breakaway speed. He has the potential to surpass Saquon Barkley's all-purpose yardage record, which have been the benchmark for the past 5 seasons, and that speaks volumes about his impact on the field. Alongside Robinson, players like Drake London and Tyler Algier have provided key contributions, with Algier stepping in as a reliable backup running back. The Falcons' offense has become efficient, explosive, and consistently productive, creating challenges for any defense that lines up against them. Atlanta's defensive improvements cannot be overlooked either. Last season, they struggled immensely in sacks and pass rush, leaving their secondary vulnerable to any competent quarterback. This year, under Jeff Ulrich, their defense has transformed, showing real discipline and aggression. Last night's game highlighted that growth, as Atlanta jumped out to a 21-0 lead. Early on, Cousins found his rhythm, connecting with John Robinson for a touchdown that set the tone. Jesse Bates added a pick six against Matthew Stafford, who had an uncharacteristically difficult night, contributing to the Falcons' early domination. Then came Robinson's 93-yard touchdown run, a perfect example of patience, acceleration, and field vision that left the Rams scrambling. Even with the Rams mounting a late rally, including a touchdown from Terrace Ferguson and a blocked field goal return for a touchdown by Jared Verse, the Falcons managed to hold on and secure a 27-24 victory. The Rams' final drive added drama, with a missed opportunity on what could have been a walk-in touchdown and another close call on a potential pass interference. Despite falling short, the Rams displayed flashes of the talent that has made them a dangerous team throughout the season, but the inconsistency and blown leads continue to define their narrative. For the 49ers, this result is pivotal as it directly affects potential playoff scenarios. Heading into Week 18, the implications for the NFC West are profound. If San Francisco secures a win against Seattle, they clinch the #1 seed, the division title, and home field advantage, setting the stage for critical matchups at Levi Stadium, which will be the site of Super Bowl 60. However, the playoff permutations are far from simple. Should the 49ers lose to Seattle while the Rams prevail against Arizona, San Francisco could drop to the 6th seed, drastically altering their postseason path. If the Seahawks win and the Rams falter, the 49ers would claim the 5th seed, highlighting just how volatile and competitive the division has become. Understanding tiebreakers adds another layer of complexity, with conference records, division outcomes, and performances against common opponents all playing a role. Even after last night's games, the picture remains far from clear, with San Francisco needing to navigate not only their own performances but also the results of several other key matchups. Looking at individual performances and roster updates, the 49ers are managing critical injuries as they prepare for the playoffs. George Kittle, Fred Warner, and Trent Williams have all faced health concerns, and their availability will be essential for San Francisco's championship aspirations. Kittle is pushing to return against Seattle, though he did not test his condition last week. Trent Williams exited a game due to a hamstring issue, and the team will monitor his progress carefully. The presence of veteran depth, such as Austin Pleasance, provides some reassurance, as he has stepped in effectively when needed, showing his readiness to contribute. The 49ers' offensive line depth and strategic rest days for veterans have proven invaluable, allowing younger or backup players to gain meaningful reps during the season. This preparation ensures that even if injuries force adjustments, the team maintains its competitive edge. Fred Warner's situation is more uncertain, with long shot odds for a return, but his work ethic and dedication make it impossible to rule out the possibility entirely. His perseverance mirrors stories of other players who have defied the odds, giving fans hope that a return remains within the realm of possibility. The Niners' offensive performance has been exceptional, with Brock Purdy emerging as one of the league's top quarterbacks. His recent games have been marked by precision, leadership, and consistent production, which has elevated the entire team. Purdy's connection with the receiving core and his ability to make decisive plays under pressure have transformed the offense into one of the most dynamic units in the league. On the ground, the team has executed a balanced rushing attack that complements the passing game, keeping defenses off balance and creating opportunities for explosive plays. Against a variety of defensive schemes, San Francisco has demonstrated adaptability, resilience, and the ability to dominate in multiple facets of the game. Defensively, the 49ers continue to seek improvement, particularly in areas such as pass rush and coverage consistency. While injuries and matchups have presented challenges, the coaching staff's adjustments and strategic planning have allowed the team to remain competitive against formidable opponents. The synergy between offense and defense, coupled with situational awareness and preparation, has allowed San Francisco to overcome adversity and maintain a position of strength heading into the postseason. Every playoff scenario in the NFC presents unique challenges, with matchups against teams like Seattle, Carolina, Tampa Bay, and potential rematches against Chicago or Philadelphia offering opportunities and risks alike. Weather, home field advantage, and historical performance all factor into the strategic considerations for the coaching staff. Each game in the final stretch carries immense weight, with the outcome determining home field positions, divisional rankings, and overall playoff seeding. This sets the stage for an intense, highly strategic, and unpredictable conclusion to the season, where the Niners' preparation, execution, and resilience will be tested at every turn. San Francisco's depth, talent, and coaching acumen place them in an enviable position as they approach these critical matchups. Offensive efficiency, quarterback performance, and the ability to integrate injured players back into the lineup are all central to the team's success. Defensive strategy, situational awareness, and matchup planning are equally crucial, ensuring the team remains a formidable contender regardless of the challenges presented by opponents. Fans can expect an exciting, high-stakes series of games that will demand focus, adaptability, and execution from every member of the roster. The narrative surrounding the 49ers is one of resilience, talent, and opportunity. The team has demonstrated the ability to overcome injuries, adapt to challenging scenarios, and maintain focus on both individual and collective goals. With the playoffs approaching, every decision, performance, and adjustment carries amplified significance. From quarterback leadership to the contributions of supporting players, San Francisco is positioned to navigate the complexities of postseason football, leveraging strengths while addressing areas of improvement. As we look closer at the 49ers heading into Week 18, the intensity of every matchup becomes clear, and every decision on the field will have ripple effects throughout the postseason. The Seattle Seahawks present an immediate challenge, a team that has fluctuated in performance but remains dangerous with a dynamic passing attack and a well-coordinated defense. San Francisco's preparation for this game is critical, not just because of the implications for the division title, but also because the outcome will set the tone for the team's confidence entering the playoffs. The offensive line must protect Brock Purdy effectively, and the running game has to sustain drives to keep Seattle's pass rush in check. Seattle's defense ranks among the top units in the league, featuring players who can change a game in a single play, and containing their big play ability will be key. The Niners have studied every tendency, every matchup, and every formation, because against a team like Seattle, a single mistake can turn the tide in an instant. Looking ahead, if San Francisco secures the #1 seed, Levi Stadium becomes the stage for a series of playoff battles where home field advantage could prove decisive. A strong offensive performance from Purdy, combined with the ground game's efficiency, will allow the 49ers to control tempo, manage the clock, and put sustained pressure on opposing defenses. Special teams also take on increased importance in these scenarios, with field position, kicks, and returns often determining close games. The coaching staff will emphasize situational football, making sure players understand exactly when to take calculated risks and when to play conservatively. This level of preparation has been a hallmark of Kyle Shanahan's approach, and it will be on full display as the Niners navigate the final games of the regular season and transition into the postseason. If injuries become a factor, San Francisco has shown resilience and depth that can mitigate potential setbacks. Austin Pleasance has already demonstrated he can step up when needed, and other role players have been consistently prepared to contribute. The team's ability to integrate these players seamlessly into the rotation is a testament to the organization's planning, practice routines, and overall philosophy. Fred Warner's potential return, though long shot, represents a motivational element, reminding everyone in the locker room of the importance of perseverance and commitment. Warner's leadership, combined with his defensive instincts, would provide a significant boost, but even without him, the team has shown an ability to adapt and maintain performance levels. The Rams remain a wild card in all of this, a talented team that continues to struggle with consistency. While they possess top-tier talent on both sides of the ball, their inability to close games, protect leads, and maintain focus in key moments creates opportunities for teams like the 49ers. Last night's loss against Atlanta highlighted both their potential and their vulnerability. San Francisco must be ready to capitalize if they meet the Rams in the playoffs, leveraging their own strengths and taking advantage of the Rams' historical tendency to falter under pressure. Brock Purdy's recent performances indicate that San Francisco can compete with the league's best, and if the defense improves in pass-rushing scenarios and secondary coverage, the Niners can be a formidable contender for the Super Bowl. The NFC West has never felt so competitive, with every outcome carrying substantial weight for playoff positioning. The Seahawks, the Rams, and the 49ers are all capable of making deep runs, and each team's health, consistency, and execution in the final weeks will be decisive. Even games that seem routine on paper carry enormous strategic implications, as tiebreakers, division standings, and overall seeding will determine matchups and home field assignments in the postseason. San Francisco's ability to remain focused, adapt to shifting scenarios, and execute at a high level under pressure will be tested in the most intense football environment of the year. Injury management remains a central storyline. Trent Williams' hamstring issue requires careful monitoring, as rushing his return could compromise both his effectiveness and the team's success. The Niners are adept at providing rest and recovery time for veterans, allowing players like Williams to contribute when it matters most without risking long-term setbacks. George Kittle's potential return adds a dynamic element to the passing game, providing Purdy with a reliable, elite target capable of making difficult catches in traffic. These adjustments, combined with strategic planning and detailed game preparation, will ensure that the Niners remain competitive even when facing adversity. Special attention must be paid to matchups against teams like Carolina and Tampa Bay, who, despite recent struggles, can still present challenges in a playoff setting. Carolina's lack of postseason experience may be a factor, but the Niners cannot afford to underestimate any opponent, particularly in games where field conditions, weather, and travel logistics may play a role. Tampa Bay, though currently declining in form, has proven in the past that they can be dangerous when underestimated, particularly if San Francisco faces them in adverse weather conditions. Every play, every adjustment, and every decision in these scenarios requires focus, discipline, and execution at the highest level. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a stunning turn of events that has sent shockwaves through the NFL, rumors are swirling that Patrick Surtain II, one of the most coveted defensive backs in recent years, has reportedly signed with the San Francisco 49ers. Sources close to the matter, though unofficial, suggest that negotiations moved swiftly and quietly, leaving fans and analysts alike scrambling to process the implications of such a move. The potential acquisition of Surtain II could dramatically reshape the defensive landscape for the 49ers, who have been searching for a game-changing presence in their secondary. Surtain II, celebrated for his impeccable coverage skills, physicality, and football IQ, has been on the radar of multiple franchises since his rise as one of the most promising cornerbacks of his generation. Speculation is rife that the 49ers front office saw an opportunity too good to pass up, and sources hint that Surtain's willingness to embrace a new challenge played a key role in the alleged agreement. Fans on social media have been quick to react, with reactions ranging from excitement over the potential lockdown cornerback to skepticism over how this acquisition might fit into an already intricate defensive scheme. Analysts are already debating the ripple effects this signing could have on the league. If the rumors hold true, the 49ers could be signaling an aggressive approach to not only strengthen their secondary, but also send a message that they are serious about defending against the league's elite passing attacks. There's also talk that Surtain II's presence could elevate younger defensive players, providing mentorship and leadership on and off the field. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly keeping a close watch, understanding that the arrival of a player of Surtain's caliber might force them to rethink their offensive strategies when facing the 49ers. Of course, as with any rumor of this magnitude, the official confirmation remains pending, and fans are advised to temper expectations until the team makes a formal announcement. Nonetheless, the mere possibility of Patrick Surtain II donning the 49ers colors has ignited a flurry of speculation, debate, and excitement throughout NFL circles. Could this be the move that propels the 49ers defense to new heights? Only time will tell, but for now, the rumor alone has given the league and its fan base plenty to talk about. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.